Well, I guess it's Halloween time officially, which means Boardman don't force me to do Movies Explained yet again. And to start off, we're going to be doing a Tim Burton classic. And not the one you all really care about. It's another classic which kinda doesn't get enough credit, but it's still a classic for Halloween. A Corpse Bride. Shut up, I know fucking Nightmare Before Christmas is better. But shut the fuck up. Pumpkins. Nevertheless, this movie takes place in... I don't know what year this movie takes place. It doesn't really fucking matter. They don't care. But basically, in this time, they're still doing arranged marriages and all that bullshit. And this one wealthy family, they got down on some luck, basically. They have had years of being high-class citizens and all this bullshit. But because they have ran out of money, the mother and father decide to have the daughter, Victoria, be married off. And, well, they get her married up to the only wealthy people in town, basically, who actually have a shit ton of money, surprisingly. But still they're looked down upon because she should be married to, like, lords and shit like that. But she's marrying the son of fishmongers. But they still have fucking money, and a lot for some reason. And the son's name is fucking Victor, because, I don't know, I think somebody found it funny. I don't get it. It's a fucking stupid name, Victor, Victoria. Somebody's laughing their ass off in corporate. But anyways, despite the fact both Victor and Victoria, they didn't think that they would really like each other. They never met. This whole thing seems like it's being put together in like a fucking day, in my opinion. But it seems like they all have shit planned. They meet and they kind of hit it off and fall in love. Same day they are practicing their vows. Ooh, spooky wind. It's Halloween season, alright. And, well, Victor, he keeps fucking up the vows. Meanwhile, this newcomer who's fucking no one's family, no one knows who the fuck he is, he comes wandering in. And everyone's just accepts the fact that this guy with no proof of who he is can just waltz on in and just stay in these people's house. Whatever. But he fucks up the vows and Victor ends up leaving the ceremony, but practice ceremony after setting Victoria's mom on fire. Tim Burton just got Tim Burton, I guess. And he hides out in the woods where he keeps practicing the vows over and over again. And as he practices, he starts to get them down and feel confident. Then he starts to put the ring on a tree branch. To kind of, as he's practicing, he's getting really into it. And it's kind of like a finger and look kind of like a hand. Then after he's finished, the tree branch came to life and tries pulling him down into the earth, revealing it to be the Corpse Bride. If you could not tell by the title of this fucking movie or video, that is where this movie's explained is going. But he keeps trying to escape, but is eventually brought down into the underworld and no explained reason. They don't even try to gloss over or give some explanation that's faulty. He's alive, but he's in the underworld now. And there he learns the story of the Corpse Bride, which is supposed to be a very sad tale. She basically fell in love with somebody, the family didn't approve and all that. So she met the dude out in the woods with the family jewels, a bag of gold or something. And while she was waiting for the dude, she was murdered and heartbroken. And basically she vowed to keep waiting or something like that for somebody to come along. I think the movie would have been more interesting if she was cursed or some shit, but hey. It's just interesting no matter what. Good movie overall. But basically, he doesn't want to still stay with this bride who is convinced that she is married to him. So he keeps trying to escape, and he basically tricks her into using this one spell so they can visit the land of the living, where he sees Victoria, and she sees him being dragged away by the corpse bride, and she keeps trying to warn everyone after that, but no one believes Victoria. Everyone thinks the dude is still missing and ran away from the wedding and all this shit. So the family of Victoria, since they really need the money, they decide to wed her to the mystery lord dude who just showed up and everyone's accepting is around now. But the family's still given until dawn to find Victor. Victor's family's given to dawn because they really want this to happen. I don't know, they have the money. They're not really gaining anything from this. I guess they just gain a higher position in the town or whatever. I don't give a shit. So Victor is down in the underworld again. He starts actually there's no real explanation, but nevertheless he falls in love with the corpse bride. This dude is all over the place. There's no real explanation. They just play the piano together, and then it's eventually revealed that she's not technically married to him because the bonds of marriage are only until death do us part, and she's already dead. Go figure. The movie's kind of weird. So they decide that they are gonna actually get married for real, and in the ceremony he will drink poison and die, and then they will technically be married. So they go to the land of the living. The whole underworld does, at least in this one area. She has one of these quacking maggot in her head all the while. It's either that or a worm, and he's there. I forgot to mention him. He's not really important to the story at all, besides for not trusting Victor. But nevertheless, they go to have the marriage. Meanwhile, Victoria's already married to the new dude, and they crash the dinner. And while that's all happening, the town soon starts to realize that these are their family and stuff, so they actually become cool with the people and cool with the marriage happening. The Lord dude, Mr. Stranger, is not happy, and then he finds out that Victoria has no money, and that's all he wanted was the dowry. So he's not happy, and all the while they start to have the marriage, but Emily, I believe is the corpse bride's name, she starts to actually have second thoughts, and she doesn't want him to kill himself, realizing that he isn't truly in love with Victoria. But the Lord dude comes out of nowhere, and he's not happy about all of this, and shocker to no one, is revealed to be the dude who was supposed to marry Emily and killed her. So they're all just having a bunch of square-offs and trying to sword fight and shit. He has a fork, like a giant fork for some reason, because comedy, I guess. And after he successfully beat the dude, he gets cocky and drinks the dude's poison and dies. And since he's dead, the dead people can kind of get free range on the fucker. And the corpse bride finally set free. She kind of disintegrates into butterflies, and Victor and Victoria, since she's no longer married, they can live happily ever after. Honestly, I thought the movie would be better if they possibly gave Victoria a different love interest that she's interested in, and he ends up with the corpse bride. I don't know. They kind of set her up that she's just interested in somebody else entirely, or at least wants to pick who she's in love with. But that's all we have for Movies Explained. I might have been the Raven. Subscribe to join the circus, and happy Halloween.